A drink costs 85p and Sam buys 2 of them. So we've got 2 lots of 85. So if we add those together, that gives us 170p. How much change does he get from £2? Well, £2 is 200p. So we just need to work out the difference between 200p and 170p. So I think we'll just do that by counting up. So what do I add to 170p to get to 200p? Well, you should be able to see that that's 30p. And therefore the answer to the question is 30p. Peter has some pocket money. He spends 20% of it. He has £3.20 left. This is quite a tricky question. So Peter has some pocket money, and if he spends 20% of it, then that automatically means that if he started off with 100% and he takes 20% off, he's only got 80% left. And that tells us that his 80% left must be worth £3.20. So we've got to use that 80% to work out how much money he started with, i.e. what is 100%. So if we've got 80% as £3.20, we need to use that to work out 100%. Now, one way of doing it is to work out what 20% is. Well, 80% is bigger than 20%, and it's 4 times bigger. So 20% must just be 80% divided by 4. So if I divide £3.20 by 4, well, 32 divided by 4 is 8, so £3.20 divided by 4 is 80p. So you'll notice now we've got 80% here and 20%, and together they add together to give us 100%. So if we add together £3.20 and 80p, that will give us the total amount. The total amount is £4. And I can check that that works, because if I find 20% of £4, 10% is 40, 20% will be 80. And if I take 80 off £4, I get to £3.20. Sarah has some pocket money. She spends a quarter of it. She now has £4.50 left. So if I spend a quarter of my pocket money, then that actually leaves me with 3/4 left. So 3/4 left is £4.50. So what we need to do is to work out what the full amount was. Now, the easiest way to do that is to work out what a quarter is. So 3/4 is bigger than a quarter. It's 3 times bigger. So to work out what a quarter is, the easiest thing to do would be to divide it by 3. If I divide £4.50 by 3, well, 45 divided by 3 is 15. So £4.50 divided by 3 is £1.50. So again, 3/4 plus a quarter would give us a whole one, the full amount. So if I do £4.50 plus £1.50, that will give us the full amount, which must be £6. Again, have a quick check. If I spend a quarter of £6, a quarter of £6 is £1.50, and that would leave me with the answer, which is £4.50.